see what happens. Put it on my Substack. Make sure you subscribe to the Substack, Hip Hop Lobbyist. .substack.com. Put out a couple articles there. I've had my Substack for about 2 years, but really haven't taken advantage of it. So see the Supreme Court justices walking in. They're gonna probably take some shots tonight too. I anticipate them taking some shots tonight over killing the terrorist bill. See the senators back there happy, looking at the senators, but the Supreme Court justices, but they'll have some issues to address real soon in the court. But either way, appreciate y'all tapping in. Big Trump will be here soon. Let me know where you tapping in, where you watching the stream from. People that are here, we appreciate you taking time out of your day, watching the State of the Union with your boy. On here, tapping on beat while we're here, y'all. One day we're gonna have a producer and I'm gonna have the main show face to it all, but you see JD Vance and Mike up there chopping it up. I wonder what Trump's gonna say, y'all. Big Trump is gonna talk about tonight. That's not the same thing he's been talking about. I think that's a bigger thing. It's like collectively, we've heard a lot of what Trump said before. I don't really anticipate hearing anything new, unless it's an attack on Iran, which has been in the news all weekend. The economy will be talked about. Data centers will be talked about. But I want to hear what Democrats' response are, because I think this will be the tipping point. They'll be like, you know what? Republicans think they're going to lose the midterms. They try to rig the election. We'll see how it turns out. But waiting on Trump to get on stage, man. Before we get to Trump, I'm going to make sure we won't miss a beat of it. Check out this interview with Mike Lawler. Shit, my bad, y'all. Hold on. Wow. 2 hours. Get this together. I get a lot of this pre-edits together. Appreciate y'all's patience. Oh, we can't even hear that?
Especially because we were able to lift the cap on salt, something that I champion, the state and local tax deduction. But Americans want us to focus like a laser beam on affordability, and that needs to be front and center in the president's message tonight.
You know, Congressman, you touched on something I want.
Hold on. Man, Miss Big Trump getting in, dude. My bad on the sound, y'all. I'm gonna just stick to the floor. We can watch the pre and post interviews, post conversation, but if this is gonna be 2 hours, man, y'all lock in for the ride. And Bonnie walking in, Peter Hegseth in there. Oh, Jimmy Patronus in the building. I see you, Jimmy. I want to know what's going to be said tonight. Having a good night. Collectively, overall. Everybody's a fan. Everyone. Oh. Here we go, Pam Bondi. Democrats on their phones? Okay, I see how the night's gonna play out. You can see how the night's gonna play out already. I'll straighten this out. Later. The interview. My presets. I think Massey and Trump gonna shake hands. And I don't know if I'm down for a 2-hour speech. Oh, there go the first lady. Oh, that head's popping. Melania got the head and the teeth going. I don't know who this gentleman is. We're gonna find out tonight. I know that for sure. Billboard's hip hop on deck. Bitch, I'm on stream. The one thing I heard was people got mad that Jesse Jackson wasn't gonna be lying in state. Rest in peace to Jesse Jackson, first off. Great impact in American history, especially civil rights, even though some people will say that he was a poverty pimp. You know, I give him poverty pimp status too, but respectfully. The man has passed, but then people made a big hoopla about, oh, you know, Charlie Kirk laid in state and Mike Johnson didn't approve him laying in state. I'm sitting here like, I don't remember Charlie Kirk laying in state. Then they came back and fact checked and realized it was fake news, and it's like, bruh, people just want to create an issue out of no issue sometimes. I hate the fact of, I guess, in this content creating thing, you want to be like first, same time you want to be right, because see how motherfuckers be getting sued for saying the wrong shit. It's just kind of crazy. It's like, damn, I'll be jumping on the wrong thing, the wrong bandwagon. Trying to get Mike in there. Appreciate y'all tapping in through y'all's patience. We just wait on it. She is a looker. We talking about Bondi? Susie Wiles in that bit. Ooh, big Susie. A lot of people probably didn't think Susie Wiles would have lasted this long as chief of staff. Oh, Byron. Fishback not gonna like this, boy. Fishback is not gonna like Byron Donalds getting some national airtime next to RFK. Look at this. Next to Senator Scott. You see that, man? You see BD out there. Possibly the next governor of Florida. You know what I'll say? I haven't met a black politico from Florida that isn't half excited about the possibility of Byron being governor. Right? Because they realize that even without DEI, it's going to open up other opportunities across the state. Look at this. All these pictures hex through Byron. Look at this. Fishback gonna hate this. Hey, I'm gonna need you down there in Naples, man. I'm gonna need you down there in Florida with me to deal with this Fishback guy. Yeah, I got you. That's what's happening on the floor right now, I'm trying to tell you. I don't think Fishback's a problem because the last poll came out and said he's only doing good among young voters, but young voters don't vote like the old ones. Unless there's something new on the waters. I know that A lot of Republicans are worried about the impact Nick Fuentes is having on the election. How he's swaying the narrative, the impact of Israel, and a lot of things of that nature. And it's like, I hate to see it, but there's going to be a lot of people swayed by different narratives. The Republicans are feeling it and hearing it. And I've heard it from them. I'm a Democrat, but it is what it is. We'll see how it plays out in November. It's going to be a long way to November, but it'll be here quick. It will be here quick. Kisses and shit. Big Baron bigger than everybody. Man, who are these people? Learn tonight. Billionaires in the front. Big cryptocurrency earners in the front, man. Big cryptocurrency earners, Trump family, man. This is wild. What do we expect tonight? I plan to hear about, to be fair, $1.99 gas price. I know Trump's gonna mention that. He's gonna mention low-end crime in DC, Chicago, ICE, immigration. Oh, here we go.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Oh, big Trump in the building. Another 3 minutes. Appreciate your tapping in too. I see Trump. Oh, there you go. I don't know who this brother is, but he don't give a shit, bro. Yeah, all that clapping. I ain't even paying attention. Watch this brother. Yeah, I'm gonna turn my head. He get closer a bit. I'm looking away a bit. Look at Trump get closer a bit. I don't give a fuck. Got this double mint gum going on, bitch. Don't care. That, hey, y'all see it? Bro, don't care. Bro does not care. Bro don't get two shits. Make sure the soundboard's popping.
You say a lot of tricky words.
You got that going. Sound smoke detector check. African ceiling bird is what they call it. Just in case shit get out of hand. I think that's You got that in there. Oh.
Give me 2 taps and a Ric Flair.
There we go. There we go. So we did a soundboard check. African ceiling birds in that. So please, if you see anybody in the chat talking about, please change your smoke detector battery. I've got 9 votes for you. If they got the money for to change my smoke detector battery, please make sure that they subscribe and give to the chat. But either way, Big Trump about to hit the map. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. And I like to hit the smoke detector after the horns because I think it kind of gives a good send off. It's like, if it's first time here, you know, just know that the soundboard stays active. I don't want to see too many. Hey, get your smoke detector battery checked. I don't want to check them, y'all do. I appreciate you. Oh hell, that screaming little Democrats ain't even posted. Okay, yeah, one sister out there clapping. This is Black History Month. Damn, Tim Massey not clapping. You see it? Hey.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Let's go, Trump. Get this speech. Hey, 2 hours? Y'all think this speech is gonna be 2 hours? Let me know in the chat, man. Let me know in the chat.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
Good chat. Appreciate you tapping in. I'm just checking the chat.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's really an honor. Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance, First Lady of the United States. Second Lady of the United States.
Oh, that clapping kind of loud, but yeah, mute that for my people, man. What the hell just happened?
Our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before.
That wasn't on me, y'all. I promise. That was not on me.
Less than 5 months from now, our country will celebrate an epic milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will mark 2.5 centuries of liberty and triumph, progress and freedom in the most incredible and exceptional nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And you've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
Yeah, it's live now.
When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation.
Nation of what?
A wide open border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos all over the world. But tonight, after just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before, and a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages.
You say a lot of tricky words.
And we will never go back to where we were just a very short time ago. We're not going back. Today, our border is secure. Thank you. Today, our border is secure. Our spirit is restored. Inflation is plummeting. Incomes are rising fast. The roaring economy is roaring like never before. And our enemies are scared. Our military and police are stacked. And America is respected again, perhaps like never before.
I don't know what other half of the room ain't even clapping, standing, none of that. It's crazy. This military can't clap. So.
After 4 years in which millions and millions of illegal aliens poured across our borders, totally unvetted and unchecked, we now have the strongest and most secure border in American history by far.
He's stepping away from the podium like a gangster every time, too. Democrats ain't hearing none of that. Patronus.
In the past 9 months, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States. But we will always allow people to come in legally, people that will love our country and will work hard to maintain our country.
I told you walking away from that bill like a acid dropping a word in that bill. Hello. Gang. What up, gang?
The flow of deadly fentanyl across our border is down by a record 56% in 1 year. And last year, the murder rate saw its single largest decline in recorded history. This is the biggest decline, think of it, in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years, year 1900. In fact, substantially before my wonderful father, I had a wonderful father, Fred, before he was born, substantially before he was born. That's a long time ago. He wouldn't like me to say that, but that's a long time ago. The Biden administration and its allies in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. But in 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years. And in the last 3 months of 2025, it was down to 1.7%. Gasoline, which reached a peak of over $6 a gallon in some states under my predecessor, it was quite honestly a disaster, is now below $2.30 a gallon in most states, and in some places, $1.99 a gallon. And when I visited the great state of Iowa just a few weeks ago, I even saw $1.85 a gallon for gasoline.
I'm not gonna pause the president here, but how much is gas in your city? Because is gas $1.99, $1.85 in your city? Because it's $2.95, $2.85 in my city last I checked. But let me know in the chat. How much is gas?
Fast, and the annual cost of a typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office. 1 year. And low interest rates will solve the Biden-created housing problem while at the same time protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're going to do both. And we are going to keep it that way. The stock market has set 53 all-time record highs since the election. Think of that, 1 year. Boosting pensions, 401ks, and retirement accounts for the millions millions of Americans. They're all gaining.
429.
Everybody's up, way up.
God,
In 4 long years, the last administration got less than $1 trillion in new investment in the United States. And when I say less, substantially less. In 12 months, I secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe.
Talking to me, talking to Trump.
Think of it, much
Trump's
less than $1 trillion
amazing.
for 4 years versus much more than $18 trillion for 1 year. What a difference a president makes. A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world, the hottest.
The hottest. He's wheezy. Wayne out there, bruh. He got there from Wayne the hottest.
As thousands of new businesses are forming in factories, plants, and laboratories are being built, we have added 70,000 new construction jobs in just a very short period of time. It's getting bigger and bigger and stronger. Nobody can believe what they're watching. American oil production is up by more than 600,000 barrels a day, and we just received from our new friend and partner, Venezuela, more than 80 million barrels of oil.
What we're doing it with is the question.
American natural gas production is at an all-time high because I kept my promise to drill, baby, drill.
So they're president, somebody mad as shit.
More Americans are working today than at any time in the history of our country. Think about that. Any time in the history of our country, more working today. And 100% of all jobs created under my administration have been in the private sector. We ended DEI in America.
I like that.
We cut a record number of job-killing regulations, and in 1 year, we have lifted 2.4 million Americans, a record, off of food stamps.
I don't like that. That's some Republicans on food stamps. It's not us.
And for all of these reasons, I say tonight, members of Congress, the state of our union is strong.
That's right. That's right.
Even though we fighting, the union's still strong. I mean, you got to be factual on that, even though you can disagree with the president all you want to.
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country. Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much.
Who's saying this?
And I say, no, no, no. You're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever. And to prove that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation proud. The men's gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on.
That was a dope intro. All right, that was a nice intro, I guess. Okay. I was wondering why Trump turned up like that. Like, man, why are you getting so lit? Like it's a campaign speech. Go ahead with it. nice little surprise for the people. Democrats and Republicans in there. Okay, you know, I told you the union's still strong. I just told you. The union's still strong, baby. We don't agree on everything. We agree on something.
Go ahead.
USA. 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 Bro lost his whole teeth. USA. 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 Yeah, put them tariffs on that ass. That's what they did, boy. Trump was lit, man. What the fuck going on? This campaign rally?
That's the first time I've ever seen them get up. And actually, not all of them did get up. But they beat a fantastic Canadian team in overtime, as everybody saw, as did the American women who will soon be coming to the White House.
You gonna bring up Epstein files now? It wouldn't be a perfect time, but I'm tripping. Yeah, I feel my time was up. My bad, Joe. You could pay women's sports. Byron gonna get in the camera shot. Hey, they're gonna work Byron in, Bill.
And I just want to say a second very big congratulations to Team USA. But I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there, and they weren't about to say no, because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor Hellebuck.
Hit the like button. Appreciate y'all, man.
Think of it, 46 shots on goal, and I asked him, the one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off.
Appreciate you.
You practiced
Beautiful
that?
smile.
Or was that a little lucky?
New model on the channel.
He refused to answer that question.
Where's my fucking...
Wrong
But
button.
I just want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Great athletes have gotten that, very great, the best, and I thought he deserved it. And I did take a vote, every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no, and every single one of them rapidly put up their hand.
Steve.
So I want to thank you. What a special
That's dope, man.
job you did. What special champions you are. Thank you very much.
I'm not crying, my face is just a little itchy. Democrats done standing up now. Okay, one of okay, a couple of them. Any more? Okay, it's not like the church.
I'm also pleased to say that the next time the Olympic torch is lit, it will be here in America for the 2028 Olympics, and it's the summer version right in Los Angeles. We're going to do a good job in Los Angeles.
Gonna pivot to immigration now, watch. Got to. Hey, you right about that.
And Los Angeles is going to be safe, just like Washington, D.C. is now one of the safest cities in the country.
Can he speak
and this year,
applause?
And I must say, I got them both. I got them in my first term, and I was disappointed because I didn't think I'd be the president when this happened. But strange things took place, and now I've got them because I got the Olympics, and I got the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and I wanted to claim the 250th, but I didn't get away with that one. I couldn't claim that one for myself. But we're getting the World Cup, so we have the World Cup and the Olympics coming, and that is exciting news.
How many damn, like, standing ovations do you need?
So this will be a year to celebrate our country and the heroes who have kept it free. Men like Buddy Taggart. At age 17, Buddy volunteered to defend America in World War II, serving in the Pacific under the great General Douglas MacArthur. He fought bravely in the famous Battle of Manila, worked so hard. He was badly wounded and almost killed by enemy machine guns in Luzon. And 81 years ago this month, he liberated the largest internment camp in the Philippines, one of the largest anywhere in the world. But he earned many honors, including a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star, came home, started a family, and tonight he is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday.
What's up? He's not standing up. Yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to 100. Oh, that's him? I thought it was OG down there. How old is he? I thought the man down here, I thought he was 100.
So, Buddy, you're a brave man, and we salute you. Even in times of challenge, setback, and immense heartache, the spirit of 1776 has always shone through very brightly. It was July 4th of last year when floodwaters tore through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas, one of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there, rising 26 feet in the matter of minutes, tragically claiming many, many lives. You all remember that one. As the waters threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClelland closed her eyes and prayed to God. She thought she was going to die. Those prayers were answered when Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin descended from a helicopter above. Nobody knew where he came from. It was Scott's first ever rescue mission, a young guy, but very brave, very, very top, always top in his class. And he lifted not just Millie Kate, but 164 others to save her.
A salute. That's everybody can stand for that. $100?
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
What? That's amazing.
People watched Scott from a distance, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The winds were blowing, the rain was pouring, everything was going, and that rapid water, nobody's ever seen anything like it. They said, wow, that's something. Tonight, Scott and Millie Kate are here together, reunited for the very first time. Thank you, Scott, Millie Kate.
We all seen it, boy.
And Petty Officer Ruskin, I'm pleased to inform you that I am now awarding you the Legion of Merit for extraordinary heroism, which is what it was, extraordinary heroism. Thank you.
Make you want to cry now. Yeah,
and I'd like to have the military aide to please come down and take care of the service. Military aid, thank you very much. Take care of that very important service. Thank you very much. From 1776 to today, every generation of Americans has stepped forward to defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they're really doing it for the next generation. But now it's our turn. Together, we're building a nation where every child has the chance to reach higher and go further, where government answers to the people, not the powerful, and where the interests of hardworking American citizens are always our first and ultimate concern. That is the debt we owe to the heroes who came before us, and that is the promise we must keep to America for our 250th year. Last year, I urged this Congress to begin the mission by passing the largest tax cuts in American history, and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully. Thank you, Republicans. All Democrats, every single one of them, voted against these really important and very necessary, massive tax cuts.
First shot at the Democrats, yeah.
They wanted large-scale tax increases to hurt the people instead. But we held strong, and with the great, big, beautiful bill, we gave you no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors.
Dropping bombs out of that bitch. Pose. You see him with that pose, bitch? See him with that pose, bitch? He holding that bitch.
And we also made interest on auto loans tax deductible the first time, but only if the car is made in America.
Trump out here dropping bombs on their ass, dog. I mean, anyway, listen, I ain't picking no sides. I'm just here for the speech and the soundboard.
I met Megan Hemhauser, a devoted mom who's homeschools her children, beautiful, 2 children, during the day while waiting tables at night as her husband works overtime operating very heavy equipment. Megan is here this evening, and she's happy to tell you that she is so much richer because with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and our expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans, Megan and her husband will take home more than $5,000 extra just for the year, cutting her tax bill in more than half.
Where's my fucking money?
All right.
Megan, please stand up. We're fighting for you, Megan.
Oh, they're fighting for you, Megan.
Thank you, Megan.
Oh, yeah, girl.
$40.
Thank you, Megan. We're fighting for you, Megan. Under our bill, parents like Megan can also activate their children's brand new Trump accounts. And I didn't name it.
What?
I did not name that.
What? I didn't name out. My baby want a Trump account. Your baby want a Trump account.
Me, but I did not name it. It was
Who named
named
it?
by a very tall man sitting right there in the third row.
Tim Scott.
And a good man.
All right.
Tax-free investment accounts for every American child. This is something that's so special and has taken off and gone through the roof. Millions will be pre-funded courtesy of the U.S. Treasury and private individuals like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated $6.25 billion to fund the Trump accounts for 25 million American children.
I can't need all of those. I need all of those.
They're great people.
They'll still make computers. I know Dell still make computers. They must be making them off the old computers. I ain't seen a Dell computer in about 15 years. Don't bullshit. I won't even hold you.
You know, I asked Michael Dell, how do you make all that money? He said, well, I just sat on my dorm in school and I made computers and I'd sell them to people. And I just kept selling and selling and selling. And pretty amazing story. That's called the American dream. He sold a lot of computers, a lot of those laptops. So I congratulate him on that. But I really thank him and Susan, as well as others like Brad Gerstner, a very tremendous guy. He was behind it right from the beginning. Brad Gerstner. Thank you, Brad. So with modest additional contributions, these young people's accounts could grow to over $100,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it. How much money is that for somebody that started with nothing? Over 100,000, could be much more than that. To make this investment in our children's future, go to trumpaccounts.gov, trumpaccounts.gov. And a lot of people are doing it. They're setting every record in the book. It's popular. They knew what it was going to take. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of the people that got it started. And now it's just taken off. One of the primary reasons for our country's stunning economic turnaround, the biggest in history, where the Dow Jones broke 50,000 4 years ahead of schedule, and the S&P hit 7,000, where it wasn't supposed to do it for many years, were tariffs. I used these tariffs, took in hundreds of billions of dollars to make great deals for our country, both economically and on a national security basis.
There we go.
Everything was working well. Countries that were ripping us off for decades are now paying us hundreds of billions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
They were ripping us so badly, you all know that. Everybody knows it. Even the Democrats know it. They
Does the Supreme Court know?
And yet these countries are now happy, and so are we. We made deals. The deals are all done. And they're happy. They're not making money like they used to, but we're making a lot of money. There was no inflation, tremendous growth, and the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly, and 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong. They got it really wrong. And then just 4 days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court. It just came down. It came down. Very unfortunate ruling.
Then what happened, Trump?
But the good news is that almost all countries and corporations want to keep the deal that they already made, right, Scott? Knowing that the legal power that I, as president, have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement. So despite the disappointing ruling, these powerful country-saving, it's saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in, peace-protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them without. We remain in place under fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. And they have been tested for a long time. They're a little more complex, but they're actually probably better, leading to a solution that will be even stronger than before. Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time-tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern-day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden off the people that I love.
I thought they said Americans were paying for these tariffs.
Right?
Yeah, what?
Moving forward, factories, jobs, investment, and trillions of dollars will continue pouring into the United States of America because we finally have a president who puts America first. I put America first. I love America. For decades before I came along, We had the exact opposite. From trade to healthcare, from energy to immigration, everything was stolen and rigged in order to drain the wealth out of the productive, hardworking people who make our country great, who make our country run. Under Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond, it reached a breaking point with the Green New scam, open borders for everyone. They poured in by the millions and millions from prisons, from mental institutions. They were murderers, 11,888 murders. They came into our country. You allowed that to happen. And record-setting inflation that cost the typical family $34,000 in just a speck of time. Now the same people in this chamber who voted for those disasters suddenly use the word affordability, a word they just used it. Somebody gave it to them, knowing full well that they caused and created the increased prices that all of our citizens had to endure. You caused that problem.
Damn.
You caused that problem.
Talking to them like they kids for real. Let me turn my brightness down. On button. I like that.
They knew their statements were a lie. They knew it. They knew their statements were a dirty, rotten lie.
What?
Their policies created the high prices. Our policies are rapidly ending them. We are doing really well.
You say a lot of tricky words.
Prices are plummeting downward.
How about that, bro? We ran the gas part earlier. People said it's over $2, and you said it's $1.99. Buy wrong.
The price of eggs is down 60%. Madam Secretary, thank you. The cost of chicken, butter, fruit, hotels, automobiles, rent is lower today than when I took office by a lot.
Is your rent lower?
Even beef, which was very high, is starting to come down significantly. Just hold on a little while. We're getting it down. And soon you will see numbers that few people would think were possible to achieve just a short time ago. Nobody can believe when they see the kind of numbers, and especially energy, when they see energy going down to numbers like that, they cannot believe it. It's like another big tax cut. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our times, the crushing cost of health care caused by you. Since the passage of the Unaffordable Care Act, sometimes referred to as Obamacare, big insurance companies have gotten rich. It was meant for the insurance companies, not for the people. With our government giving them hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year as their stock prices soared 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and even 1,700%, like nothing else. That's why I introduced the great health care plan. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people so they can buy their own health care, which will be better health care at a much lower cost.
You can disagree with Trump on some shit. I think most people can actually agree with that. Like, you know what? If I'm going to get money to buy my own insurance, that's better than going to damn Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, and buying that bullshit. I ain't gonna hold you.
My plan requires maximum price transparency. That's a big deal.
Hey.
Sounds so simple, so big. Real. And I did that in my first term, and the Democrats immediately terminated it with full knowledge that they were doing a very bad thing for the people. Costs were going to go way up, and that's what happened. And now I'm bringing them way down on health care and everything else. I'm also ending the wildly inflated cost of prescription drugs like has never happened before.
He said this before, though. He said this about 6 months ago. Have the cost dropped is a question.
Other presidents tried to do it, but they never could. They tried. Most didn't try, actually. But they tried. They said they tried. They couldn't do it. They didn't even come close. They were all talk and no action, but I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far the highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs. Anywhere. The lowest price.
Democrats not buying.
So in my first year of the second term, should be in my third term, but
what?
Strange things happen.
What?
I took prescription drugs, a very big part of healthcare, from the highest price in the entire world to the lowest. That's a big achievement. The result is price differences of 300, 400, 500, 600% and more, all available right now at a new website called TrumpRx.gov. And I didn't name that one either, by the way.
Oh, Trump out here bullshitting people. Trump straight bullshitting people tonight, y'all.
And here tonight is the very first customer ever to get that big discount, and it is big, Catherine Rayner. For 5 years, she and her husband have struggled with infertility, and they turned to IVF. One drug has been costing Catherine $4,000 to purchase. But a few weeks ago, she logged onto the Trump RX website and got that same drug that cost $4,000, got it for under $500, a reduction of much more, actually, than $3,500. Catherine, we are all praying for you, and you're going to be a great mom. So now I'm calling on Congress to codify my most favored nation program into law. Now, the one thing, I'm not sure it matters because it's going to be very hard for somebody that comes along after me to say, let's raise drug prices by 700 or 800%. But John and Mike, if you don't mind, codify it anyway. They may do it. Codify it anyway. Thank you. Many Americans are also concerned that energy demand from AI data centers could unfairly drive up their electric utility bills.
Oh.
Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that I have negotiated the new Ratepayer Protection Pledge. You know what that is? We're telling the major tech companies that they have the obligation to provide for their own power needs. They can build their own power plants as part of their factory so that no one's prices will go up. And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community, and very substantially down. This is a unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed. So I'm telling them they can build their own plant. They're going to produce their own electricity. It will ensure the company's ability to get electricity while at the same time lowering prices of electricity for you, and could be very substantial for all of these cities and towns.
On that in the energy sector.
You're going to see some good things happen over the next number of years. Another pillar of the American dream that has been under attack is home ownership.
Talk about
With us tonight is Rachel Wiggins, a mom of 2 from Houston. She placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms that bypassed inspection, paid all cash, and turned those houses into rentals, stealing away her American dream. She was devastated. Stories like this are why last month I signed executive order to ban large Wall Street investment firms from buying up into thousands single-family homes.
I got here taking everybody's shut off.
And now I'm asking Congress to make that ban permanent, because homes for people, really, that's what we want. We want homes for people, not for corporations. Corporations are doing just fine. Rachel, thank you very much. Good luck with your home. You'll get one soon.
But she didn't get one? She flew all the way up here. She said I got no house? That's crazy.
We're also working to make it easier for Americans to save for retirement. And under this administration, we will always protect Social Security and Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. Since I took office, the typical 401k balance is up by at least $30,000. That's a lot of money. We have millions and millions of people, because the stock market has done so well, setting all those records. Your 401ks are way up. Yet half of all of working Americans still do not have access to a retirement plan with matching contributions from an employer. To remedy this gross disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these often forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year. As we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market, let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information.
About time. Everybody not standing for that? Come on now. What they talking about? What she doing, the Florida State chop here?
They stood up for that. I can't believe it.
They ain't show on the camera, but
I can't believe it. Did Nancy Pelosi stand up if she was here?
oh shit,
Doubt it.
that's crazy.
Pass the Stop Insider Trading Act without delay.
Hakeem.
I wasn't sure if anybody even on this side was going to applaud for that. I'm very impressed. Thank you. I'm very impressed. But when it comes to the corruption that is plundering, it's plundering America. There's been no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the Somali community have pillaged an estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer. Oh, we have all the information. And in actuality, the number is much higher than that. And California, Massachusetts, Maine, and many other states are even worse. This is the kind of corruption that shreds the fabric of a nation, and we are working on it like you wouldn't believe. So tonight, although started 4 months ago, I am officially announcing the war on fraud to be led by our great Vice President, J.D. Vance. He'll get it done. If we're able to find enough of that fraud, we will actually have a balanced budget overnight. It'll go very quickly. That's the kind of money you're talking about. We'll balance our budget. The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts of the world where corruption and lawlessness are the norm, not the exception. Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings those problems right here to the USA. And it is the American people who pay the price in higher medical bills, car insurance rates, rent, taxes, and perhaps most importantly, crime. We will take care of this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games. Delilah.
What? What? I heard that. What we kind of talking about?
Delilah Coleman
Delilah.
was only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up. Thank you, Delilah. Many, if not most, illegal aliens do not speak English and cannot read even the most basic road signs as to direction, speed, danger, or location. That's why tonight I'm calling on Congress to pass what we will call the Delilah Law, barring any state from granting commercial driver's licenses to illegal aliens.
I think that's fair. I think that's really fair.
And yesterday, as you probably saw at the White House, I hosted a ceremony with Americans who lost their treasured loved ones to the scourge of illegal immigration. People came into our country, how we allowed this to happen with our open borders. These are the angel moms and families that for decades our government betrayed and our media totally ignored. It was terrible. Hard to believe, actually. In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Lisbeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade, but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her lying dead in a bathtub, bleeding profusely after being stabbed 25 times. Lisbeth's killer was a previously arrested illegal alien who had broken in and brutally extinguished the brightest light in her family's life, violently and viciously. Her heartbroken mother is in the gallery to remind everyone in this chamber exactly why we are deporting illegal alien criminals to our country at record numbers, and we're getting them the hell out of here fast. We don't want them. Thank you very much, Jacqueline. Thank you. We can never forget that many in this room not only allowed the border invasion to happen before I got involved, but indeed they would do it all over again if they ever had the chance. If they ever got elected, they would open up those borders to some of the worst criminals anywhere in the world. The only thing standing between Americans and a wide open border right now is President Donald J. Trump and our great Republican patriots in Congress. Thank you. Thank you. As we speak, Democrats in this chamber have cut off all funding for the Department of Homeland Security. It's all cut off. It's all cut off. They have instituted another Democrat shutdown, the first one costing us 2 points on GDP.
That's
2
great.
points we lost on GDP, which probably made them quite happy, actually.
Hold on, let me set this up real quick.
Now they have closed the agency responsible for protecting Americans
One
from
second, y'all.
terrorists and murderers. Tonight I'm demanding the full and immediate restoration of all funding for the border security, homeland security of the United States, and also for helping people clean up their snow. We have no money because of the Democrats, and it would be nice. We'd love to give you a hand at cleaning it up, but you gave no money. Nobody's getting paid. It's a shame. So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, a pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
They still going? I done took a break, made a whole post on TikTok. They still going, man.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
That's crazy. Big Trump out here taking direct shots at all the Democrats. Team of Obama out there, I see you, baby. Democrats, they're checking, make sure they still sitting. He talking to us, he talking to all y'all, baby. Big Trump talked to 50 Cent before the State of the Union. Big shots. Big shots.
And perhaps most importantly, I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act.
There's too many acts. People don't even know what's in the big, beautiful bill.
To stop illegal aliens and others who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections. That cheating is rampant in our elections. It's rampant. It's very simple. All voters must show voter ID. All voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote.
But if they're born here, what am I supposed to get? Besides what I already got.
And no more crooked mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel. None.
Damn, no mail-in ballots?
And this should be an easy one. And by the way, it's polling at 89%, including Democrats. 89%.
That's the post-pandemic shit. I'll be real with you.
And even the new communist mayor of New York City, I think he's a nice guy, actually. Speak to him a lot. Bad policy, but nice guy. Just said they want people to shovel snow. They got hit hard. Wants them to shovel snow, but if you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and a Social Security card. Yet they don't want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. No, it's no good. No good. Both Republicans and Democrats overwhelmingly agree on the policy that we just enunciated. And Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before anything else happens. The reason they don't want to do it, why would anybody not want voter ID? One reason, because they want to cheat. There's only one reason. They make up all excuses. They say it's racist. They come up with things. You almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat. They have cheated. And their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop it. We have to stop it, John.
Who's John? A lot of Johns in the building right now. Which John are you talking to? John Corn?
And here is one more opportunity to show common sense in government. In the gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle. In 2021, Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating her as a boy and hiding it from her parents. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I thought this wouldn't make
Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland. A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full-ride scholarship to Liberty University. Sage and Michelle, please stand up.
Oh, still clocking it? Okay, yeah. We got some clocking on the floor. They told me to stop doing that in the house, man. Look at that, man. That's decorum. Y'all see the decorum? When she do it, it's cool. When I do it, it's a problem. I got the sergeant of the army in the back of communities and shit. I see it. Don't worry about it.
And thank you for your great bravery. And who can believe that we're even speaking about things like this? 15 years ago, if somebody was up here and said that, they'd say, what's wrong with him? But now we have to say it because it's going on all over numerous states without even telling the parents. But surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. Who would believe that we're even talking about this? We must ban it, and we must ban it immediately. Look, nobody stands up. These people are crazy, I'm telling you. They're crazy.
Oh, my God.
Amazing. Incredible. Boy, oh, boy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we? Huh?
What they saying?
That's right. That's right.
No one cares more about protecting America's youth than our wonderful First Lady. Now a movie star. She's a movie star. Can you believe it? Who would have believed that? Over the past year, she has had an incredible impact championing AI legislation, advancing a landmark executive order on foster care, and helping secure $30 million to launch the Melania Trump Foster Youth to Independence Initiative. It's a tremendous, really a tremendous thing that happened and had a lot of bipartisan support. She gets much better bipartisan support than I do. I get none, she gets a lot. Someday you're gonna have to tell me how you did that. And students and educators in every state have joined the First Lady's efforts in the presidential AI challenge, keeping America's next generation positioned to succeed and strongly succeed in the future. Tonight, we welcome two young people whose lives reflect the First Lady's impact, Sierra Burns and Everest Nevermont. Thank you both, and Melania, thank you. I know how hard you worked on it. Thank you very much. I'm very proud to say that during my time in office, both the first 4 years and in particular this last year, there has been a tremendous renewal in religion, faith, Christianity, and belief in God. Tremendous renewal. This is especially true among young people, and a big part of that had to do with my great friend, Charlie Kirk, a great guy, great man. So last year, Charlie was violently murdered by an assassin and martyred, really martyred for his beliefs.
Someone said this would happen.
His wonderful wife, Erica, is with us tonight. Erica, please stand.
Candace Owens said this would happen. Somebody paying the JD Vance. Candace Owens said this shit would happen.
Thank you, Erica. Been through a lot. In Charlie's memory, we must all come together to reaffirm that America is one nation under God, and we must totally reject political violence of any kind.
I agree with that, man. We can agree with that. We can agree with that, yeah. We reject political violence, man. Even though they killed.
We love religion, and we love
Minnesota.
bringing it back, and it's coming back at levels that nobody actually thought possible. It's really a beautiful thing to see. Above all, unleashing America's promise requires keeping our communities safe. We have made incredible strides, yet dangerous repeat offenders continue to be released by pro-crime Democrat politicians again and again. We are honored to be joined tonight by a woman who's been through hell, Anya Zarutska. In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman, Irina, fled war-torn Ukraine to live with relatives near Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged monster who had been arrested over a dozen times and was released through no cash bail stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body.
That's crazy.
No one will ever forget there were people on that train. No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly. She had escaped a brutal war only to be slain by a hardened criminal, set free to kill in America, came in through open borders. Mrs. Zarutska, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter, Irina.
Yeah, she was really murdered. That was crazy. Erica Kurt was sitting in that cell, like, crazy. Candace, someone's talked about this.
How do you not stand? How do you not stand? I'm asking this Congress to pass tough legislation to ensure that violent and dangerous repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there. Starting last summer, I deployed our National Guard and federal law enforcement to restore law and order to our most dangerous cities, including Memphis, Tennessee, big success, New Orleans, Louisiana, big success, and our nation's capital itself, Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C. How did that happen? In fact, crime in Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded, and murders in D.C. this January were down close to 100% from a year ago.
My bad, Joe.
They don't like to hear that. One of sick people, one of the brave service members who helped achieve this stunning turnaround was 20-year-old West Virginia Army National Guard Specialist Sarah Beckstrom. After a 4-month deployment, she voluntarily extended her service, and her rank was going to be lifted. She was doing so well. They were so proud of her. But the very next day, she was on patrol near the White House when she was ambushed and shot in the head by a terrorist monster from Afghanistan. Shouldn't have been in our country. And all because she wore the uniform of our nation, she was shot. He traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. He was sick and deranged, shouldn't have been in our country. Sarah Beckstrom died in order to defend our capital, and we are honored to be joined by her wonderful parents, Gary and Eva Lee. Your daughter was a true American patriot, and she will be greatly missed. She was a great person. I saw reports on her. They've never seen anything like it.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
So sorry. Thank you very much. She's a great young lady. I saw reports that were like, perfect. She was perfect. Serving alongside Sarah that day was Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. The terrorist shot Andrew in the head, and no one thought he could possibly make it. The two of them, Sarah and Andrew, both shot violently in the head. Neither was expected to make it. They weren't even given a chance, except his wonderful mother, named Melody, who I spoke to the same night, and she was so positive. The doctors thought that Andrew was gone, but his mother said, no, Mr. President, Andrew will be fine. He's going to make it. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he was given almost no chance. She said, I have no doubt, sir, he's going to be okay. This was a conversation that I had with her that night, with her son laying helplessly in bed, blood all over. Everybody is praying, she said, sir, he will be okay. The doctors didn't understand what she was saying, and after looking at the results of the damage done, neither did I. She was so strong and conclusive that even Andrew's great father felt she didn't really understand the gravity of the situation. But she turned out to be right. Right, Melody? She turned out to be right. Amazing.
She's really about to take shit for 2 hours.
I said, where does this woman come from? She's the most positive person I've ever met. With God's help, Andrew has battled back from the edge of death, and we're talking about the edge of death, on his way to a miraculous recovery. He's got a little work to do, but he's doing great. Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much. So, Andrew, while you're up, now I'm going to ask a highly respected General James Seward to present Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf and the great family of Sarah Beckstrom with the award created by our late, great President George Washington himself. It's called the Purple Heart.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
We love you all. Love you. We're proudly restoring safety for Americans at home, and we are also restoring security for Americans abroad. Our country has never been stronger. In my first 10 months, I ended 8 wars, including Cambodia. Isn't it funny? Sick people. Cambodia and Thailand, Pakistan and India. Would have been a nuclear war. 35 million people said the Prime Minister of Pakistan would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and Serbia, Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, the Congo and Rwanda, and of course the war in Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner for your help. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jared.
Hey, Candace, I want to say something about this, too. Let's tweet something about this. Candace, I want to say something about this.
And I also want to thank the man they report to, Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Thank you, Marco.
He's going to really call him shots for what he's saying.
People don't like you. You know, Marco got 100% of the votes. He was in confirmation. I think our next one was about 54%. And some of the Democrats are now saying, I can't believe we approved that guy. And he said it's an honor that they feel that way, right, Marco? You have done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever.
Remember the fresh grip on that too. You see that back there with the fresh on just from there?
Under the ceasefire I negotiated, every civilian dead has been returned home. Can you believe that? Nobody thought it was possible. Nobody thought that was possible. Both living and dead. Those parents who had a dead son, their boy, they'd always tell me their boy, they wanted as much as though he were living. It was an amazing period of time. And they came back, and when we got all of the living hostages back, and many, many before them, but I always said those last 20 are going to be very tough, but we got many, many more, hundreds. But I said those last 20 are going to be tough. We got them back. But we only got back 14 or 15 of the dead of the 28. And believe it or not, Hamas went along with Israel, and they dug, and they dug, and they dug. It's a tough thing to do. Go through bodies over, passing up 100 bodies, sometimes each one found, touch up, and they finally got it back to 27. And Steve and Jared, they got it back to 28. They found all 28. Nobody thought that was possible, but we did it. And I remember the family of the 28th. They were so grieved, but they were so happy as it's possible to be. They had their boy back. The mother said, we have a boy back. What period of time that went, but we got him all back. So thank you both very much. That's it. And we're working very hard to end the 9th war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president, would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever I must. That's why in a operation last June, the United States military obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program with an attack on Iranian soil known as Operation Midnight Hammer. Good. For decades, it had been the policy of the United States never to allow Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon. Many decades. Since they seized control of that proud nation 47 years ago, the regime and its murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members and hundreds of thousands and even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs. They were the kings of the roadside bomb. And I did that during my first term. Had a huge impact. He was the father of the roadside bomb. And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like 32,000 protests, 32,000 protesters in their own country. They shot them and hung them. We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild their weapons program, and in particular, nuclear weapons. Yet they continue, starting it all over. We wiped it out, and they want to start all over again, and are at this moment again pursuing their sinister ambitions. We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon. My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let that happen. And no nation should ever doubt America's resolve. We have the most powerful military on earth, military in my first term. We're going to continue to do so. Also, we just approved a $1 trillion budget. We have no choice. We have to be strong because hopefully we will